Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing a new game. This is called 7 Billion Humans, and it was gifted to me by my amazing friend Jeff. If you're not familiar with this game, it is a programming puzzle game that I would call a, not exactly sequel, but follow-up to the game Human Resource Machine, which I did a full coverage of on my channel, so go ahead and search for it and check it out if you'd like to see it. The idea in Human Resource Machine is that you had a worker and you gave the worker commands with the objective of completing a particular puzzle. In this game, you have multiple workers, and all of them execute the commands that you write, which adds a very mind-bending element of parallel thinking to solving the puzzles. I was pretty good at Human Resource Machine, and I'm pretty bad at this game. Like, in that game, I was pretty comfortably able to get most of the optional challenges. In this game, I'm having a really hard time from the earliest puzzles of getting the optional challenges. If you're curious what optional challenges are, there's basically 3 aspects to each level. One is do the thing. So in this case, it's make a diagonal line with the data cubes. Another optional challenge, and then there's 2 optional challenges beyond just doing the thing. Get the program written with a particularly small number of commands, and then get the task completed using a small amount of time. And if you are a computer scientist, you know that the shortest program is not always the fastest program. So in this game, I'm having a hard time with these challenges. In this particular puzzle, I was able to do it. But in this video series, which I don't think I'm going to do all the way through the game, I will try to at least do the optional size challenge, but the speed ones, man, those are killing me and I cannot figure them out. So hopefully this video series will whet your appetite for the game, if not necessarily providing an absolute strategy guide for how to beat every single puzzle. Okay, so just to introduce us, let's go ahead and jump into one of the earlier puzzles here. The object of this puzzle is to create a diagonal line with these data cubes. So I'm going to show 2 solutions here, the kind of straightforward solution, and then how you can try to reduce the number of commands in the solution. So first, we're going to make all the workers step down. Then they will be standing on top of a data cube, so I'm going to tell them to pick the data cube up. Notice that a lot of commands are directional, so you can, for example, say to pick up the thing that's below you, and then, you know, you can actually, like, take a step off your program that way in some cases. But we'll just go for the more intuitive approach here. And then once they're all standing here and holding a data cube, we should have them all step down again. Now, at this point, if there is a data cube up above you, that means that you've got to drop your data cube and continue to make a diagonal link in the chain. So I'm going to go ahead and say that if the upper left corner equals a data cube, then drop the data cube that you're holding. Now, if it does not equal a data cube, that means that you need to step down another step. So we're going to go ahead and jump here and say, okay, if the thing above you to your left is not a data cube, that means you got to keep going down. So let's go back up to this portion, step down one more time, and then drop your data cube, or then check again to see if it's time to drop your data cube. So let's go ahead and execute the program. See, this person sees that the thing is a data cube, so she drops it. Everyone else keeps coming down, and then, hey, look at that. So we did it. So in this case, we used too many commands. We used too many commands for the optional size challenge, though we did beat the speed challenge, so yay on that. So where can we potentially get rid of some commands? Well, these 2 commands up front, the stepping down and the picking up, a lot of the times in this game, it's like the first few where you have an opportunity to maybe like drop a command or 2. So one thing that we can do is we can just put the pickup here and get rid of this step completely. Because this game does not cause a program to crash if you give somebody an illegal command. So if you tell someone to step down and pick something up, even if there's nothing there, they'll still just execute the command and be like, oh, well, there's nothing to pick up, and the program will keep on going. So you're basically allowed to give people illegal commands. Now, in addition, else counts as a command. So one thing that we can do is we can get rid of this else and just put a jump here. So we say, okay, step down, pick up the thing. If you're in the right spot, drop the cube that you're holding. Otherwise, just jump back up here. Except we don't actually need to say otherwise, because everybody can do this, even the person who's just dropped the data cube. And that's inefficient because it makes somebody move when they shouldn't be moving, but it saves us a command line. So you can see what happens now is everybody still picks it up. They have nothing to pick up again, but they still figure out when it's time to drop their cube. And the people who have already dropped a cube, they're going to keep on going down and keep trying to pick things up. So there's a lot of useless programming instruction here, but it still works, and we complete the objective with 2 fewer commands. Now this time, notice we failed the speed challenge because we had all these extra steps that we didn't need to have. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe if you did, and I'll do a few more of the puzzles in this game, so stay tuned if this is the kind of thing that interests you.